Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Voice of Reason Sports Podcast. This is your host, Marvelous, and I'm here with my boy, Philosophical. Less Rap Podcast. How you doing, man?
What's up? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
All right, man. So, well, to our listeners, Philosophical and I will be bringing our predictions and picks in the NFL, NBA, college football, and college basketball from a reasonable fan's perspective. If you enjoy the show, make sure you subscribe and make sure you click that like button on wherever platform you're using. All right, let's get right into it.
Yep.
So, since this is our first episode of the show and we don't have any recorded prediction, let's just talk about who we think will win their division, who will be second, in-depth thoughts of our favorite teams, and playoff predictions. But of the things that we're going to do on this show, we're going to be accountable. We're going to laugh at our ridiculous weekly and season-ending predictions. All right?
Yep.
All right. So looking at the divisions.
Yep.
We'll start with the AFC. And then
right.
we'll get to the NFC where our favorite teams are.
We got the AFC East first.
Yes, AFC East.
You know,
now, we got a bit of an advantage, right? We're in week 3. We already know what the first 2 games are like, so I think we got a bit of an advantage. We can cheat a little bit.
Yep. So we kind of know the platform. I think I do think Buffalo will still kind of win this division. I predicted, but also thought Miami would kind of be third in the division, but I didn't think Tua would be this good. But I still think Buffalo. Right now, I'm going to change it to Miami, and a little bit of a bold prediction, and I know, and I know right now because I thought about it earlier. And I actually saw the game, the way they play. It depends on a couple factors, and I'll kind of speak on that. I do think the Jets are going to come in third.
Oh, wow.
I do think the Jets are going to come in third. And the Patriots.
With Flacco?
Well, it depends when Zach Wilson comes back. If Zach Wilson comes back, because I've had my reservations about him. I've seen a lot of tape on him. And, when he was at BYU, I was like, man, this kid's got some talent. But now I'm just seeing this dude he looks nervous in the pocket. He's not as accurate. And, he's a little bit of a gunslinger. And, and the receivers they have, they're getting better. The rookie Garrett Wilson is showing up. They got 2 good running backs back there. I know they got problems on the offensive line. Flacco came in there and threw, last game, 400 some yards. And I believe 3 touchdowns. So that tells me that, Flacco's a little bit of a game manager. So it really depends on Zach Wilson. But I think the Jets will be in third, meaning I think the Jets will probably go 7-9. I think the Patriots are going to win 6 games.
Wow.
Yeah, because I truly feel like the Patriots have gotten away with, having Tom Brady. Now they got Mac Jones. They're just not dynamic enough. And seeing Buffalo yesterday, I thought Buffalo looks like, man, you can just probably pencil them in the Super Bowl. But I'll get to that. I think we'll see, man, because they haven't been able to beat the Chiefs. They've always had a tough time with the Chiefs, and I think if Miami is staying on this trajectory, I think Miami is going to be a problem. But everybody else. Maybe Denver, maybe. It depends if they get their act together. So as far as predictions for this division, I got Buffalo, Miami, the Jets, and the Patriots. I truly feel like the Jets are playing for their coach.
Oh, okay, so let me get this straight. I thought you said Miami was going to win the division. You're saying Buffalo's going to win it.
Buffalo's going to win the division. I got Miami second. They'll be in the wild card. I got the Jets third, and I got the Patriots fourth.
Okay, that's impressive. Okay, so we are in agreement on who's going to win the division. I think this is easy. Buffalo's going to win it, right? Buffalo's loaded. I mean, they are running through teams right now. Yeah, they struggle with the Chiefs, but the Chiefs are the toast of the AFC. So
I think they're better than the Chiefs.
I think so too. But
Yep.
the Chiefs know how to win.
Yeah. But
They know how to win the big game.
Buffalo's defense is nasty, man.
Yeah,
Their
yeah. But
defense is nasty.
I think they're going to figure it out and they're going to beat them.
Yeah.
And but I like the Dolphins. I mean, going into the season, I felt strongly about the Dolphins. I thought they loaded up for Tua, where Tua really. I mean, this is not a shot at Tua, but you like to add players where your
Yeah.
quarterback doesn't have to work that hard. When you give him Tyreek Hill, he
Yeah.
can take a bubble screen and take that 15, 20 yards, or you can take a short slant and take that
Yep.
to the house. So your
Yep.
quarterback really doesn't have to work that hard, which is good. But
Yeah.
Tua is a good
Yeah.
quarterback, and I think with the addition of Tyreek Hill, they got some young studs at receiver and tight end. They're going to put up some numbers.
But you got to think about it also.
Number two.
Yeah, you got to think about it also. Is that sustainable in the playoffs? Is that, how is he going to react late in the season, when teams have kind of figured him out? And two, it goes back to, man, what if Miami would have just drafted Justin Herbert and had these weapons? Oh, man. Oh,
yeah.
man. I know they regret, because I said in college, Tua he's surrounded by all that wide receiver talent.
Yeah.
And when you draft a quarterback with that much talent from college, you question, all right, is he really that good?
The weirdest thing for me when I saw Tua put on the Dolphins uniform, he looked small.
Oh, yeah.
Like when he was in Alabama, he didn't look that small. But
I think they had the camera
NFL
far
players,
away.
He looks tiny. What's that?
I think they had the camera far away on purpose.
Maybe so. he looked like any other player on the Alabama team.
Yeah.
But when he got to Miami with the Dolphins, he looks tiny.
Yeah, he looks tiny.
Yeah. But I still believe in Tua, and I think they're going to come second. Look, I like the Jets too, but let's not get carried away. I mean, I think maybe by the third year, Zach Wilson probably this is when he should mature and learn and figure out how to win with this team.
I think they're going to draft the quarterback next year. They're going to draft the quarterback next year.
No, let's not get carried away.
Watch.
So,
okay.
I got the Dolphins. I got the Patriots third, and I have the Jets fourth in that division.
The Patriots, man, to me, they just look old and slow, man. Their defense is good. I think their defense can stop teams, but they just look old and slow. Then Mac Jones don't really have anybody to throw the ball to.
That's true, but I'm not betting against Belichick.
We'll see. I
mean, I think coaching matters, especially in the NFL.
Well, even let's look at their coordinators, man. They got a defensive coordinator at offensive coordinator. They've got a special teams coach calling defensive plays.
I don't care. They could have me calling defensive plays.
Okay. All right. Okay. So
I got them too.
Okay. So you want to go to the AFC North?
Let's go to the AFC North.
This is
all
tough,
right.
Man.
You go first. Who do you have winning?
This is tough, man. I actually got the Ravens winning this division. Okay. I the last 2 weeks, I know they lost against the Dolphins, but Lamar Jackson, to me, just looks like he's kind of on another level right now, which he should be. I'm a little concerned about their pass defense. And I'm a little concerned about how much pressure they can get on the quarterback. And I'm concerned about their running game. But I do have them winning the division. Pittsburgh, I have them coming in second. I do think they're going to make a switch at quarterback soon. I don't think Trubisky's the answer. Kenny Pickett, I was a big fan of his. I thought it was a good move. He was good in preseason. I think they should have took a chance and started him during the season, but I'm a little concerned about their running game too. Their defense, I'm a little concerned. And Trubisky is just not dynamic enough and not throwing the ball enough for them to be. They'll really have to keep the games close. Another bold prediction, and I might have to change this. I may have to change this. I'm not liking what I'm seeing out of the Bengals. In the beginning of the season, I had the Bengals kind of second in the division. maybe even
Mhm.
first because you know, I like Joe Burrow. I really like Joe Burrow, but their offensive line right now, I think the coach needs to make some changes as far as
Mhm.
his staff. Their offensive line, they've spent some money on the offensive line, and they are getting destroyed on the offensive line. And their weapons are too good for them to be just not good enough. And they're going to mess around and get Joe Burrow hurt.
Right.
Now, to say that, it's a little bit of a toss up between Cleveland and Cincinnati right now for me. I think they're the exact same team right now.
Mhm.
Minus Cleveland's defense is in shambles right now.
Oh,
Um,
really? Okay.
yeah, their pass defense is just getting torched. Look what the Jets did to
No.
them.
Mhm.
They let Baker Mayfield kind of torch them too. So right now I have Cleveland going being third. As of
Okay.
right now, that might change unless if the Bengals get their offensive line together and they really get the motor running, really start clicking, then I might move them up to second and move Pittsburgh down. But as of right now, I got the Ravens,
Whoa, whoa,
Pittsburgh.
whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean as of right now? This is just, you can't go back and update.
I
You know, you,
gotta.
what
I'm.
are you
I'm
talking about as of right now? Like this is a living document.
I
No,
may.
no, no.
Okay, okay. Like I
You,
said, by week 7 or week 8, we may have to come back to this, and I may have to redo my prediction when it comes to this. But as of
by
right
week
now,
7 or week 8, we're gonna be clowning you for your ridiculous predictions.
okay, okay. So right now, I've got the Ravens, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, and then Cincinnati.
Okay, okay, that's fair. Okay, so we're in agreement on the Ravens. I got the Ravens winning the division. The division. I love Lamar Jackson. Like I told you before,
Yep.
I like a quarterback that, like, if he's having a bad day throwing the ball, if you can run it too, perfect. You got to
Yeah.
supplement somewhere. And
Yeah.
I think he does that for the Ravens. He is all world for the Ravens offense. Pay the man. So hopefully the Ravens will pay the man. Now the defense is a little shaky, but I think they got enough firepower to win games and to win that division. This is a tough division, right? When I look at this division, I'm like, man, ugh. And then that's the painful part about it is my team has to play this division, and I think all four of these teams are good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but I got the Ravens winning it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold to my pick. I'm not changing now that I know, the records and how they perform during the first 2 weeks. I'm still going with the Bengals
Oh
as my number
wow.
2 team coming out of this division.
Wow.
I
Over
think they'll.
Pittsburgh.
I can't go with Pittsburgh. I can't. They got
Wow.
they got too much to work out.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
I
That
think
is
this. I
okay.
think this is the year that Pittsburgh regressed and they go the fourth. And here's why.
Wow.
Here's
Wow.
why.
Okay.
Here's why. Here's
Okay.
why.
Okay. These Pittsburgh fans are not gonna like you this week.
They're not
Wow.
gonna like me. They're not gonna like
Okay.
me. But this is not a bad thing for you,
Okay.
Pittsburgh
Tell us
fans. It's
why. Tell
not.
us why.
I
Tell us
mean,
why.
here's why. Here's why. You've been winning for a long time, and I thought Mike Tomlin said it best when he saw, what's the guy for the Commanders, the defensive lineman,
Chase Young.
Chase Young. He looked at Chase Young and said, "You know how many games I have to lose to get a player like you?" Uh,
Mm. Hmm.
Yes, you can't be good and get good players every year.
Yeah.
And they've been good for a long time. And I think
Yeah.
this is about the time that they regress and get a good draft pick.
So you're telling me, but what do you? Well, one, what do you do with that draft pick? And two, you're telling me Cleveland is better than Pittsburgh?
Yes, I think they
Wow.
are. I think
Uh,
I think
that's
the
tough.
Browns, I think the Browns are loaded. Unfortunately, the quarterback situation, I like Jacoby Brissett,
Hmm.
but I don't think he's good enough to lead this team. But I think he can get you about a 500 record until Deshaun Watson gets there.
And that's
And
enough.
I
And,
think
and you're asking Deshaun Watson to win 6 more games, and he's just playing first of the season.
yes. And
Wow.
I'm willing to make a bold prediction
Uh oh. Uh oh. Okay.
that this division gets 3 teams into the playoffs. Ravens, Browns, Bengals.
Wow. So you're telling me, okay. Oh wow! I said two. I just feel like this offensive line thing is going to be a problem.
But hear me out. So you got 7 teams that make the playoffs.
Okay.
7 teams. I think the AFC South is only going to get 1 team.
What about
right?
the AFC West?
They're going to get 2. So right there, you get that set. Oh, you're right. I miscounted. All
Okay.
right. I miscounted. So
Okay.
somebody's it's going to be tough. That 7th spot is going to be tough, and I think the Browns.
I don't think the Bengals going to win it. I don't think they're going to get there.
Oh, the Bengals. They're gonna fix it. Don't worry about that.
I don't know, man. Okay. All right.
All right. But look, it's going to be tough for that 7th spot. So
okay. So AFC North, you've got Ravens, Browns, Bengals, and Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Whew. I'm gonna hold you accountable to that one. I'm gonna hold you accountable to that one.
You don't have to worry about that because I'm sure Steelers fans will hold me accountable on that.
Okay. AFC South, and here comes my prediction right now. This is another. And I predicted this. I think I predicted this before the season started, and I said this to a bunch of friends, and they laughed at me, and they were like, "No way, no way, no way." I said the Jacksonville Jaguars will win 10 games this season. I said that, and right now they are 1-1. So I'm telling you right now, Jacksonville is going to win 10 games.
Wow.
Jacksonville is going to win 10 games this season.
Okay.
And for the division, it's going to be Jacksonville, then the Titans second. The Texans are going to be better than expected based off they've been playing hard. I like their coach.
I like the Texans.
I like the Texans, but unfortunately, they're going to win like maybe 5 or 6 games, and the Colts are going to be the worst team in the league. Mark my words. The Colts are going to be the worst team in the league, and they will fire their coach, and they're going to fire their GM. Watch.
Wow.
The Colts are going to win about 4 games.
4 games.
They look bad. They got shut out against Jacksonville, and then they got who did they play week 1?
They played the Texans first.
They played the Texans, and they lost to the Texans. Well, it was a tie against the Texans, and they let the Texans come out there and steamroll them.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, this is the problem with the Colts, right? You had Phillip Rivers. They haven't drafted a quarterback since Andrew Luck.
Mm-hmm.
They have not drafted well at all. How many offensive linemen are you going to draft? How many bad corners are you going to draft? They've gone from Phillip Rivers to Carson Wentz. They tried to blame it on Carson Wentz, which was a scapegoat to me. And now they've got old Matt Ryan. I understand you want veteran presence at the quarterback, but the problem is when you have veteran presence at the quarterback, you got to have they have a running back, but you have to have dynamic receivers, and you got to have a dynamic offensive line, and you got to have a great defense. Their defense is hurting right now. Jonathan Taylor, the teams are putting 8 and 9 in the box on Jonathan Taylor, and I don't think T.Y. Hilton's no place for them. If he does, I don't know where he's at. They are double covering Pittman, and they got a bunch of rookies and nobodies at tight end. And they got a bunch of rookies and nobodies on defense, other than what's the defensive line guy name? For the Colts.
You talking about the linebacker, Leonard?
No. Yeah, him, Leonard, and the linebacker that came, DeForest Buckner.
Oh, okay.
DeForest Buckner. That's it. On deep. The Colts will be the worst team in the league.
Wow.
Mark my words. And just by the way they're looking right now. So I got Jacksonville. Tennessee doesn't look. Tennessee, I tell you right now, they're probably going to go ahead and start that rookie quarterback.
They did. They played them. They benched.
Yeah, they played Buffalo. Yeah, but they were down 41-7. He didn't look good. Yeah. And they're going to regret draft. They're going to regret trading away A.J. Brown.
Yes, they already did.
Yeah.
So
So
okay, that's pretty bold that the Colts will be fourth.
yes,
Look, I think this, just the start of the season. Teams are still trying to figure out things. The Colts are still trying to figure out what Matt Ryan does well.
he's
I
been
think
in
the
the league
Titans are
forever.
they're trying to find their identity. I think these two teams are trying to find their identity. I'm not getting too caught up in
Oh
what
man.
what's transpired after the first two games of the season. I still think the
Oh
Titans
man.
will win this division.
Oh
I,
man. You're
I,
just
I think the Colts will be second, but a distant second,
wow.
right?
Wow.
And I
Wow.
have the Jaguars coming third, and I have the Texans coming fourth. I think
Wow.
let's not
Wow.
get caught up in what just happened the first two games of the season. These teams will
Wow.
figure it out, and they
I,
will take command of this division.
you're telling me the Colts are going to figure it out
Yes,
with what?
yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna hold you accountable to that one.
Hold me accountable. Hold me
It,
accountable. I think the Colts are
you,
going to figure it out.
so you're saying the
I think that's
Colts
a really good team.
the Colts are going to come second.
Yes.
Okay.
But I'm talking like a 7-10 second or
You've
a
got the Colts winning
6-11 second.
7 games.
Yeah,
Woo. Okay. Okay. All right.
yeah,
All right. So
yeah.
let's go. Okay. Okay.
I think Jacksonville has that number.
Well, they've already got 2 losses.
Yeah. Well, no, they only have one. They have a tie.
Okay, okay. I'm sorry, they have a tie,
They have a tie with the Texans.
and Tennessee's got 2 losses.
And Tennessee has two losses. So it's kind of a bold prediction at this point in the season, right?
Yeah, and
I think
now they've got quarterback problems.
I think this young rookie is going to come in and do some damage. I think he's going to come in, and if
He
they
don't have no,
start him,
he don't have
I
nobody to throw
think
the
I
ball
think he's
to.
going to bring like a Jalen Hurts.
He ain't got nobody to throw the ball. I know,
I
I
love the
know.
athletic quarterback.
I do too, but I saw now I know it was 41-7 yesterday, and they kind of just threw him out in the fire, but and against Buffalo's defense. So if they start him in the next couple of weeks, let me see what he does. I like Malik Willis. I I don't like throwing rookie quarterbacks out there that don't have anybody to throw the ball to. He has nobody to throw the ball to. So
Or,
we'll see.
or even putting him out there against the Buffalo Bills. I mean,
Yeah, I
come on.
know. I know. I know. I know. I know.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's go to the
Okay.
AFC West.
All right.
The toughest division in football. Uh,
Yes.
of course, Kansas City. I think Kansas City and Buffalo are going to be in the AFC Championship game. Um, Second, I think it's going to be Denver.
Huh?
Never count out Russell Wilson. Never count out Russell Wilson. I think second is going to be Russell Wilson. Third is going to be the Chargers, and fourth is going to be the Raiders. You never count out Patrick Mahomes. I do think they're going to take a step back. I think they'll win about 11 games, 10 games this season. Denver is going to get it together, even though they're not playing too well right now.
Wow.
And I think Denver this is going to be a very close division. I think the Chargers need one more year. I think they need one more year to kind of they need one more draft.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't make the playoffs this year, I won't say it's okay. I know these Charger fans don't like hearing that. But they need one more draft to shore up a couple things on that team. As far as and I know they spent a lot of money. They don't like hearing that. But I think they will be third in this division. I think Denver's a little better than them, just a little bit. Now, if I have to go back and retract this and say the Chargers are going to be number 2, I have no problem with that. But I think right now, I think Denver is going to be second. You can interchange. I wouldn't have a problem with interchanging Denver and the Chargers. But I just can't count out Russell Wilson right now. And then the Raiders are going to be fourth.
Wow. Okay. Well, I have the Chiefs winning this division. Yep.
Okay.
We're in agreement on that. Hands down, the Chiefs are the best team in this division.
Mhm.
Second, I have the Chargers. I really like the Chargers. I think they're an up-and-coming team. I think they make the playoffs this year. The Chargers are going to make the playoffs this year. Now, here's where we differ.
Okay.
Well, we already differ with the Chargers, but I think the Raiders will come in third. I think the Broncos are a bad team. I don't think they're a good team. I think they
Wow.
it doesn't
Wow.
work. It just doesn't work with Russell Wilson, at least not this year. So I
Wow.
think
Why don't you think it works?
it just doesn't.
It looks
The
like
scheme,
to me,
the
it looks like
scheme
he's
doesn't work.
reverted back. Yeah, it looks like he's reverted back.
Well, I think he's more, he's more of an off-schedule quarterback, meaning
Okay.
that, he's better when the play breaks down,
Okay.
opposed to when the play is on schedule, you know.
Okay. Okay.
And I think when people were saying, "Hey, let Russ cook," when he was in Seattle, it was me. It meant let him do his thing, and
Okay.
it succeeded when he did his thing when he was off schedule.
Yeah, but he's got better talent.
Do you think he has better talent in Denver?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Better defense, better receivers, much better running game
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
better than what he had in Seattle. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, no, no. We agree to that, but I don't think it's better than what the Chargers had, and I think it's probably in the same line
Yeah,
with
I
the
agree. I think
Raiders.
it's the same line. No, I think Denver's a little better than the Raiders. I think the Chargers and Denver, like I said, I think they're probably the same team. Same team.
Mm.
Same team.
Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm making notes.
And I would probably put Denver maybe a little notch ahead because I think Denver has better receivers.
Mm.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. And you might be right. I mean, it might come together for Russell Wilson and his receivers as the season progresses. But I like what I saw from the Raiders last year, and
hmm
I think now they have an offensive coach. I
Yeah.
think that's going to be enough to make them better. But I mean, not better than the Chiefs and the Chargers. I mean, they're just in a really
No.
tough division, so they're going to
Yeah.
just be third.
And I think Denver will ultimately get it together. Okay.
Okay,
NFC East. I'm sorry. NFC East.
okay,
I've predicted this already. I think the Eagles are gonna clearly win this division handedly.
yeah.
Second. Second, Eagles number one. Second,
Go ahead, man. You can say it.
I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna put a caveat and say this, right? I'm gonna put a caveat and say this.
Okay,
I like this team strictly because of coaching, right?
okay.
Strictly because of coaching. I like the Giants.
Mm.
I like the Giants. I like the
Okay.
Giants. So I'm gonna put the Giants at number two.
Mm.
I'm
That's
gonna
pretty
put the
cool.
I'm gonna put the Giants at number two for now. For now.
Mm-mm.
Because
Okay, for now.
it looks like Saquon is getting back. I like what Brian Dable. I think it's what I say coaching. I like the type of coach he is. He's keeping Daniel Jones in the pocket. He's giving him a clear scheme to kind of stay within the playbook.
Hmm.
Um, Now, when they get some of their defensive pieces back, I think they're going to be much better than advertised. Um, so I have Eagles one, Giants two, Dallas three. I do think I, it really excuse me. It really depends how long Dak is going to be out. Um, I don't like their team, man. I don't like you've got the Bengals up 17-3 and you let your foot off the gas. Micah Parsons is on another level. He's a beast. They've
Yeah.
got they've got one corner. But if Micah Parsons isn't putting pressure on the quarterback, their defense is just it's just average. I don't like their coaching.
Hmm.
I don't Dak Prescott to me is, he's average to me. He's decent. I mean, I don't believe in the Cooper Rush. They can't run the ball. They got offensive line problems. Um, the wide receivers to me are just I think losing Amari Cooper was a bad move for them because now Dak is
Hmm.
going to be pretty much running for his life. It's just a number of things I just don't like about the Cowboys right now. I don't like
Right.
Jones. What's his name? I'm sorry, the GM. He's
Jerry
trying to
Jones,
Jerry Jones trying to be the
the
owner,
owner, GM, coach.
GM, coach,
Yeah.
spokesperson,
So,
HR.
but
I
still,
mean,
you got the Commanders coming in fourth.
Commanders coming in fourth. Yeah, they're now the Commanders. This is the thing with the Commanders. We mentioned the Colts earlier. Carson Wentz to me, I mean, they're moving the ball up and down the field, but
Mhm.
they've got defensive problems. If they're not if they're not getting pressure on the quarterback, their secondary is really bad. They just let Detroit run all over them. Their receivers, Detroit's got pretty good receivers. Their receivers are just they had two different receivers with 100 plus a piece. So to me, you know, and Carson Wentz throws interceptions like no tomorrow. I actually think they're probably going to put in that rookie sometime this year.
Wow.
If it really goes off the rails. If it really goes off the rails, I really think they're going to put that rookie in, or put in what's the backup's name? Um,
Heineke.
Heineke, yeah, Heineke, yep.
Okay. All right. Well,
So I got Commanders coming in fourth,
okay. Yeah, I think Carson Wentz will be fine.
and they need a high
But
draft pick. This
but
is a team that needs a high draft pick. They need some talent over there. So
yeah,
I will say they need to go up and draft them a corner, a safety, somebody on the defense. They need a high draft pick. So this is I know you Commander fans. Some of you Commander fans like hearing this, but I do think you guys need a high draft pick.
I think the Commanders are fine. I think they're going to win about eight,
Wow.
7, 8 games. So
Woo!
I got the Commanders coming in third. I got them
Okay.
coming in third. It's just going to be too hard for them to win. You know,
And that schedule is
10,
brutal.
11 games,
Yeah, that schedule
right?
is
Because
brutal. Yeah.
the schedule is brutal. I like the Eagles. You know, I like the Eagles. I've told you about it. I think they're one of the better teams in the NFC. They kind of going under the radar. They have this athletic quarterback. You
Yep.
know,
Yep. I know
that
you
can
said you like athletic quarterbacks. Yep.
I like athletic quarterbacks. I don't know what it is about this perception that's out there because a quarterback is athletic. For whatever reason, they can't throw the ball. It's like that. No, he can throw the ball. He
I
throws the
think
ball
it's
just fine.
I think it's always been that
A lot of
Michael
times,
Vick. Yeah. Yeah.
passes are determined. You know, he's in his third year, and
Mm-hmm.
last year his timing was off on some of his passes. That
Mm-hmm.
just comes with chemistry working with the receiver. That comes with time, and
Mm-hmm.
so I think that's coming together now, and we're seeing the fruits of that. So yes, I got the Eagles coming in number one and
Mm-hmm.
doing some damage in the NFC. I got them going to the NFC Championship. That's my bold prediction. Write it down. Take a picture. I don't care.
Okay,
All
who do you
right.
have second?
I still got the Cowboys coming in second. I'm sticking to my guns. This was before Dak got hurt. I had the Cowboys coming in second. I
Okay.
think I think they just got too much talent, dude. And this division is not that good. Don't let the Giants fool you.
Too much talent.
Too much talent.
Okay. Not on the coaching staff, but okay. You said coaching matters. So okay.
Yes, the they have a coach that won a Super Bowl.
With the Hall of Fame quarterback that carried
Okay,
him.
okay,
All right. Well, I mean, okay. It's Ron Rivera went to a Super Bowl.
yeah, and that's why
So
the Commanders coming in third. I like Ron. I
I
like
like
Ron.
Brian Dable. I like Brian Dable. You know,
But I
okay.
think I think they're going to be third. They won't be able to keep up, even with the Cowboys. You know, coming in with Rush as the backup, probably going to have to fill in for quite a few games. I still think the Cowboys still come in second. It's going to be close with the Commanders, but they're
Well,
going
the
to come in second.
Cowboys
And
play the
and
Giants this week.
Cowboys play the Giants. Yeah,
Oh, well, okay. We'll get to that in a second.
yeah, we'll get to that. And
Okay.
I got the Giants coming in fourth. They make improvements. They're competitive, but they're just not ready yet. And
Okay.
even though they're 2-0 now, it's still early in the season. They're a young team, and I don't think I don't think they're good enough just yet
Okay.
to get there.
Okay.
But I do like them. I like the changes that they've made. I mean, especially the first two games, they've shown you that they're a good team. They're going to be competitive this year.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. So let's go into the NFC North. Let's talk about your boys.
Oh yeah. My team, the Vikings. We're gonna win this division. I am, and I'm just gonna say this right now. I am not a fan of Kirk Cousins. He showed his true colors yesterday against the Eagles. True colors came out. Throwing picks, bad throws to Justin Jefferson. Didn't he act like he just first time he read the playbook is yesterday. But again, I'm gonna say this about Kirk Cousins. All these people can rave about Kirk Cousins all you want. He's a seasoned quarterback and all this and all that. That's well and good. Couple things. I don't like what they did with him and Stephon Diggs. That's one. And two, it is what it is. He is a seasoned quarterback because when you get in the playoffs, those slant passes, those bubble screens, and all that, they don't work. But I'm a little concerned about the defense. A little concerned about the secondary. But Kirk Cousins is playing better. He's playing better, but yesterday he showed his true colors, even though, we're only 3 weeks in. So I need to see a little bit more from Kirk Cousins. Dalvin Cook looks like he's back. Number 2, Green Bay. I don't like the way they look right now. I feel like, they gave Aaron Rodgers all that money, and they're not going to be able to get better anytime soon, unless he takes a pay cut. But I've got Minnesota, Green Bay. I'm very surprised at Detroit right now. Detroit is exceeding expectations in my mind right now. I think Detroit's going to win about 7 games.
Mm-hmm.
I got Detroit winning about 7 games. Jared Goff is surprising me. Their defense is looking good. The young receivers are coming up. DeAndre Swift is looking really good. Offensive line has been injured, but they got pieces coming back. And then 4th, Chicago. I am sorry, you guys will probably be the 2nd or 3rd worst team in the NFL. It is sad because they have no weapons around Justin Fields.
Right.
They can't run the ball. No weapons around Justin Fields. The defense is looking good. Justin Fields is back there running for his life.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, man, it looks like they're about 2 or 3 years away. And when you're 2 or 3 years away, are you going to stick with the quarterback?
Right.
So Minnesota, Green Bay, Detroit, and Chicago for me.
Okay. Well, look, hey, it's Aaron Rodgers, man. Let's not kid ourselves. He's the best quarterback in the division, right? There's no comparison. The Packers are winning this division, hands down. Okay.
Have you seen their schedule?
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, but I also know the teams that they play twice on their schedule.
We've already beat them once.
That's okay.
Okay. And we play those same teams, right?
Yes, I know you play those same teams.
Okay.
And I know how you perform outdoors.
Oh boy. Yeah, believe me, I know. Believe me.
Do I think the Eagles are so much better than the Vikings? No, not really. But I think anytime the Vikings,
I think they are. Oh, yes, they are. Yes,
they're good. They're better. But I think when the Vikings are outside of the dome, they're playing a road game, especially at night, they just play awful. Like
Eagles have a better defense, better quarterback, better, just better all around than us. Better coaching. Well, I won't say better coaching.
But look at this. Look at it from this standpoint. During that game against the Eagles, it just looked like the Vikings was shell-shocked. They had no offensive rhythm. Kirk Cousins was just throwing up, balls.
That's who he is. This is who he is. Yes.
But it just seems like when it's not going well, it really goes downhill for him. And I was rooting for him.
This is who he is.
Justin Jefferson. I got Justin Jefferson on my fantasy football team, and I just needed 9 points, and he couldn't get it.
This is who he is.
Because Kirk wasn't getting him the ball.
This is who
Yeah.
he is, though. This is who he is, though. I keep telling you guys this.
Well, yeah. So I got the Vikings too. Still think they're
Okay.
good, a solid team.
Okay.
Tough at home. So I got the Vikings too. And I got the Lions third. Improvements, but not improved enough to win the division or make the playoffs.
Correct. Correct. I
Competitive.
agree. I agree. I agree.
All
I think
right.
they need one more draft too.
Yeah, they'll need another draft. They probably need to make a change at quarterback.
You think
Um,
so? You don't stick with
Maybe.
Jared
I mean,
Goff
yeah,
another year?
I like golf, but I think you got to go young. You got to get somebody to inspire the team. I think you need a change. I think
Okay.
golf was more of a fill-in.
Okay. Okay. All right. And then
So, but
then
that's
you have
just my
Chicago.
thoughts.
You have
But
Chicago four.
then of course I have Chicago last. They,
Okay.
they have no identity. Um, so it's just at some point I like Justin Field, and I think at some point they'll figure out they get him some weapons. But right now there's no weapons around him, and the kid is trying to do it all.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's a lot.
Well,
So
let's get to your favorite division here. Your teams in this
oh
division.
boy.
And and I'm gonna stick to my prediction I told you a couple weeks ago. I've got Tampa Bay winning this division, and I
Mhm.
told you that Atlanta was going to be second in the division, and I'm sticking to that. I'm I'm sticking to that. I think they're going to make a change at quarterback pretty soon. Uh,
uh,
Carolina right now, I think they've completely lost the locker room. The identity is gone. So um, I think they're going to be fourth, and the Saints are going to be third. I do not believe in Jameis Winston. Um, Jameis
wow.
Winston to me is just he's throwing picks left and right. The defense is going to be fine, but I just feel like the Saints are just really losing their identity. Teams are honing in on Jameis Winston. They're sitting back. They're sitting back in zone, and daring Jameis Winston to throw the ball. He's just slinging it, not even seeing the defender there. And
Wow.
Alvin Kamara cannot carry this team. I'm sorry. So I've got Tampa one, I got Atlanta two, Saints three, and Carolina four.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm still blown away by the Atlanta
Yeah.
second in this division. I mean,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think the Saints are I mean they may fight hard, so the Eagles are gonna don't get a top pick, but the Saints right now, man, they've got to get an identity quick.
okay, so as you just said, the Saints love them dearly, but I don't like some of the decisions they made. Um, you know what? I've been saying it for a long, and I'm gonna say it here. I think this is part of the reason why Sean Payton left. You
Okay.
know, he retired. He was tired. It was a hard season. You don't retire and say, you know what, I want to come back and coach someday. That's not
Yeah.
retire.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean retire. That means he was unhappy about something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and I don't have any inside information on it. This is kind of what I'm sensing from how things ended. The abrupt. You know, I'm done. I'm a retired. He still has 3 years on his contract.
Uh-huh.
So if he does go anywhere else, another team will have to trade for it. So maybe that'll help us out as far as the first round pick that we traded away to get
Okay.
Chris Olave.
You guys probably gonna
Um,
have to trade some pieces to get some draft picks
may
back.
have to trade some pieces. But yeah, my feelings towards James Winston. Truly,
Oh
I'm sure he's a nice guy, but
yeah.
I just I've seen seven. He's been a starter in this league 8 years, and he hasn't put it all together.
No,
That
man.
that tells me you are who you are. You are
Yeah.
what your numbers show. And it's just what it is. I mean, he's a talented guy, but it's just not working in the pros. So
Correct.
yes, I unfortunately, and then this we talk about voice of reason being reasonable. The
Okay.
Bucks will win this division. Bucks will
Okay.
win this division.
Okay.
But let's not get ridiculous. The Saints is number okay.
Okay.
The
Okay.
Saints will be second in the division. The Panthers will be third. I think
Wow.
Baker Mayfield will
Wow.
get it together. And,
Wow.
you know, it takes time. It takes time. You gotta build that chemistry with your team.
Wow. Okay.
And I think they'll come in third, and the Falcons will be last. And I'm not saying
Wow.
that because I'm a Saints fan and
I
I
think
hate the Falcons or anything like that.
I
I
think
just
you do.
think that, you know, they're starting over. I think they're starting over.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, because like even their best linebacker, he's not even playing. He's not even playing. And it's not because he's injured or anything. Like he's just not playing. I think they're going to move on from him. So it just seems like there's a total rebuild. Um, you know, and eventually they're gonna start the young quarterback
And I'm
from
excited about that.
Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, and I told you about Desmond Ritter. I think Desmond Ritter
yeah,
is gonna be good.
I think so too. But I think this
So
is all part of the process of rebuilding.
yeah.
So yeah, but
Okay.
unfortunately, I have my Saints coming in second, and I have them
Unfortunately,
not making the playoffs, which hurts my heart to
so
say.
one team is making the playoffs out of that division.
Yes,
Woo!
yes,
Okay. Okay.
one team.
I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna hold you to
Hold
that.
me to it.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, you could potentially have three coming out of the NFC West.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're getting to that right now.
Yeah.
NFC West, I think with Gar Trey Lance, I'm sorry what happened. You know, he got hurt, broke his ankle, out for the season. He just didn't look good.
No, he didn't.
And this is one of those things where I have to say keeping a quarterback, Garoppolo was a good move. I think they should have probably started Garoppolo and had Trey Lance sit some more. But they had him
Mm-hmm.
sit they had him sitting last year. So, you know, this brings they're gonna have to make a decision at the end of the season. What's gonna happen with Garoppolo? What are they gonna do? Are you gonna trade away Trey Lance? Or are you gonna sign back Garoppolo? So, but that's end of season stuff. So San Francisco, I think, is gonna win this division. The Rams are gonna come in second because I think that they're gonna be separated probably by 1 game, 2 games. You could probably interchange this too. Um, Arizona's gonna come in third. I don't like Arizona right now.
Mm.
I don't like Arizona right now. I think DeAndre Hopkins is a major, major blow for them. Because Kyler Murray just looks like he reverted right back to year 2 and just started running around, scrambling for his life.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like their defense. I think JJ Watt is still hurt, I believe. I don't like their defense. I think, you know, they're not better than the Rams, and they're not better than the Rams. They're not better than San Francisco. They're not better than Buccaneers. They're not better than Green Bay. They're not better than Minnesota. They're not better than the Eagles. So even if they get in the wild card, I think they're out. The first round exit is coming for them. And of course, fourth is going to be Seattle. Seattle,
Yeah,
to
that's easy.
me, yeah, Seattle to me, I think they're actually playing better.
Surprisingly.
Surprisingly better. They're playing tough. But I just see there's probably just like, you know what, let's just see who we got, be competitive, and they need a quarterback. They need a
Yes.
quarterback in there. The Geno Smith show, that's cool. Geno Smith is a capable backup,
Yeah.
whatever. I actually think he'll be a good coach someday, a good coordinator someday.
Hmm.
Yeah, I actually think he'll be a good coach, good coordinator someday.
Never
Uh,
thought about that, but he probably would be. Yeah.
yeah. Actually, Russell Wilson came out and kind of said, he was always helping him look at film and
Oh, cool.
dissecting plays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So easy fourth for Seattle.
I
Oh
like
yeah,
Gino. I like Gino, but
I
I think
like
his time
Gino.
has passed.
Yeah, his time has passed, and I think he
His
got
time has
drafted
passed. I mean,
drafted to the wrong team. Yeah,
unfortunately for Gino, he played for the Jets,
yeah,
and then his best years were wasted.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's unfortunate. So, now at this
And
point in
and
his
and
career,
and this
no.
is a perfect example of quarterbacks that can throw and run that just you have to be very careful when you draft quarterbacks. And this is kind of the problem I have with Trey Lance and Justin Fields that are system quarterbacks that
Mhm.
react to a certain system. At least Lamar Jackson was part of a certain system too, and they kind of run a certain system in Baltimore. But this year it looks like he's on his own schedule. I see something different in Lamar Jackson this year. I see something different in Lamar Jackson this year.
Mhm.
But that's why I say you have to be very careful with scrambling quarterbacks. Um, and
I mean, back when Michael Vick was doing all this,
yeah,
you had to be careful because defensive players could hit you however they wanted to. I
yeah,
think in today's flag football league that these guys are playing in, you can barely touch them. So what's the
yeah,
big deal? Let them
yeah,
run. It-
yeah, yeah.
it-
But once they leave that pocket, I mean, yeah, you got to defend yourself.
no, well, once they leave the pocket, it's not like you can give them headshots, or you can lead with your helmet, or
Yeah,
really any big hits. There's no big hits
yeah,
anymore. So I'm not
yeah,
really
but
worried about you're
yeah,
more likely to get injured in the pocket.
yeah, but again, Trey Lance broke his ankle, but a quarterback can leave the pocket and a defender can come up and give you a hit, and they can say, "Man, what's 15 yards?" But if your quarterback gets hurt, you know, things happen.
That's true. But I mean, like Lamar, when the last time you see Lamar Jackson take a big hit?
That's true. That's true.
He really doesn't take any big hits. He doesn't
That's true.
absorb any big hits. I think Tom Brady take more big hits standing in the pocket.
That's true. That's true. Okay. So who
So,
who who you who
so
you got for the NFC West?
okay, so and I'm kind of cheating a little bit. Now I have the 49ers winning. I originally had the Cardinals winning this division, but I just could not see the 49ers winning this division with Trey Lance at quarterback. It's just not ready. But now they're going they're going to Jimmy. They're going to win this division. I didn't understand what was going on in San Francisco where you just had to make this hardline decision that Trey Lance is our starter. We don't care that Jimmy Garoppolo is on the team. It's like, wait, what? Whenever this guy plays, you either plays a full season, you're in the Super Bowl or you're in the NFC Championship game. I, I, I didn't get it, but we're not in the locker room. We're not a part of the negotiations as far as contracts and dealing with the salary cap. So things like that may factor into why they were ready to go to the rookie, ready to go to Trey Lance. Can't
hmm
call him a rookie, but why they were
Yeah.
willing to go him because probably saves them some money on the cap. Uh, probably time to move on from Jimmy because of his injury history. I don't
hmm
know, but to me, if I'm the GM, I'm gonna ride Jimmy until he can't play anymore.
Yeah, but
You,
next year is coming. So
because my thing is, look, I like winning. I don't know, what else is going on, why you got to make these hardline decisions. But if a guy is winning, I would continue playing him. And
yeah,
he
but what does that
sees
say about the draft pick? What does that say about the pick
it
you
was a
made?
reach. It was a reach, and it's okay to admit that you were wrong.
Yeah.
I thought Seattle is a perfect example of that. They paid all of this money. I'm trying to remember the kid's name that they signed from Green Bay. He played at LSU. They gave him a boatload of money to leave Green Bay. He had this one big game where he threw like 5 or 6 touchdowns in relief of Aaron Rodgers. And Seattle was like,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
sign this guy. So they signed a big contract, projected starter. They draft Russell Wilson third, fourth round, and
Oh, yeah.
Russell Wilson outplayed him all through training
Yeah.
camp and
Yeah.
during the preseason. And you know what? The Seahawks say, you know what? We're going with Russell Wilson. This kid can play.
Yeah.
And they won. And they made the playoffs. And it's just like, the name of this game is winning to win. And if a guy is good enough and in some kind of way, either he inspires the team or his play always puts your team in position to win, then you play that guy. I don't understand this stuff about, well, we like Trey. It's like, well, okay. Well, hopefully he can duplicate or exceed the things that you were getting for Jimmy. And we could easily see that just wasn't happening. And that's
Yeah.
not to say that he can't play. That's just to say that maybe he's not ready, or maybe he just doesn't fit the system as well as Jimmy
Yeah.
Butler.
And Jimmy was winning. So
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
So, but that's, and I don't know the dynamics of what's going on in that organization, but I think right now Jimmy playing is probably better for the team. Although I feel for Trey Lance,
Yeah.
that it was an opportunity, but it's a missed opportunity for him this year,
Mhm.
and hopefully he gets another chance because I don't think Jimmy's going to be there much longer. I mean, you know, I don't know. Maybe he'll be gone next season or the season after. I don't remember what his contract is like, but Trey Lance will get another shot, but this is Jimmy's team. So I
Yeah.
got them winning.
Okay.
And then I made a change here. So I'm you made one,
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna make one. So yes, 49ers winning division. I have the Cardinals coming second. I think they're gonna figure it out.
Mm.
And it'll be second. I mean, they were second last year, but I think it'll be second again. Um, they just got something special going on in that one.
I might come back and make that change when DeAndre Hopkins comes back. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't like where that team is going right now. They barely beat the Raiders. Barely beat the Raiders, and they got punished against the Chiefs. Punished.
But I think look, the Chiefs are the toast of the NFL. So I look at that game differently. I look at the beatdown. I look at the beatdown that the Bills put on the Rams. The Bills are so much better team than a lot of teams in the NFL. They're going to beat down a lot of teams this year. So I can't say the Rams are going to be terrible because they got beat down by the Bills. I'm just saying that the Rams played. They were overmatched by the Bills. That's it. Bills are a really good team. So with that said, I have the Rams coming in third in this division. I think they got a bit of a Super Bowl hangover. They got a number one seed schedule, so they're playing all the top teams in the NFC. So they're going to play the Packers. They're going to play.
You're telling me the Rams aren't better than the Cardinals?
I don't think the Rams are better. I think they got a bit of a Super Bowl hangover. I think they're still gonna have a winning record. Like I said, I think 3 teams in this division are gonna have winning records, just like they did last season.
Okay. So do you have them? You have the Rams in the playoffs?
I gotta go back and look at this. I think I have them going to the playoffs because I think I got only one team out of your division making the playoffs.
Wow. You don't have Minnesota going?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think Minnesota's going. It's between Minnesota.
So how many teams are coming out? How many teams are coming out the NFC South?
One.
One out of the NFC South and one out of the NFC North.
Yes.
And you got 3 teams coming out the NFC West and 2 teams coming out the NFC East.
Yes. Yes. And I hate to make that same. I mean, that's basically how it ended last season, right? You had 3 teams come out of the NFC West, 2 out of the NFC East. But I think it's going to happen again.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hold you to that. We'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll see about that. It just seems to be, the same results from last season. But I feel the same way. Those 3 teams in the NFC West are good. They're really good. And they're going to be duking it out for the NFC West division. So that's what I got.
Okay.
All right.
So let's get to the predictions here for the games for week 3.
Yep. Let's wrap things up with week 3 predictions.
Okay.
And then we'll come back next week. We'll go over our predictions, and then we'll make predictions for week 4. And then we'll talk about our 2 teams that play each other for week 4, Saints, Vikings in London. So it's going to be a morning game. We're going to have breakfast
and coffee. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Coffee.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully whoever team wins pays.
You know what? I like that. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. A funny story.
Okay.
A friend of mine, we made a bet of, Saints Cowboys, who wins, and we were trying to figure out the terms of the bet, and it was just like, okay, well, how about you buy it then? We've done that before. How about we make a small wage? We've done that before. So like, no, let's do this. Loser has to wear the opposing team's jersey and hat
Oh
and take a
wow.
picture and make it your profile picture
Oh
on
wow.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, wherever,
That's old
and
school
leave it
right
there for
there.
a week. Oh man,
Oh wow.
yeah. So check it
Wow.
out. After the week was up, he took the picture down, but it was still, in his feed.
Oh wow.
So I would go back to the picture and I'll make a comment to push it back up in his feed so everybody else would see it again. Until he
Oh
finally
man.
got wind that he needed to delete it to stop it
Oh
from
wow.
showing up.
Oh man. Oh
Yeah,
man.
that
Oh
was
wow.
that was that was fun. And I'm so glad the Saints won because I couldn't imagine wearing Cowboys gear and having that on my
Hmm.
profile. It would have been I probably would have threw up on the jersey. But
Oh
anyway.
man. All right. So we'll
All
start
right.
with the Thursday game. Saints and Browns. Who you
Yeah.
got? I mean Steelers
Uh,
and Browns. I'm sorry. Steelers and Browns. Thursday night
Steelers and
game.
Browns. Yep. So I got the Browns winning this game. I don't know
Wow.
what the point spread is, but we're just gonna make flat picks. I got
Yep.
the Browns winning.
I got the Browns winning, and I think if the Steelers lose this game, it's Kenny Pickett time. So
Mm,
Browns winning this. I think it'll be a close game, probably like
me too.
21-17, somewhere around there.
Yeah. And
Uh,
I'm just not confident in the Steelers' offense. It just looks shaky.
yeah, and their
So,
defense looks a little shaky too. Also, I don't know how long TJ Watt's going to be out for. So I think it'll be a
yeah,
close
that's
game.
true.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think it'll be a close game, 2017, somewhere around there. Saints
Okay.
Panthers.
Saints, Panthers. All right. Who do you got? I'll go last since, I'm the Saints fan. I don't want to be biased.
Uh, I don't like either one of these teams. Uh,
That's kind of
uh,
disrespectful, but
well, I don't like their quarterbacks.
mm,
Um, I think the Panthers will win. I think it'll
do you
be a
think the
close
Panthers?
game. I think it'll be a close game, 17-14. I think the Panthers are going to
Okay.
win this game because I think Baker Mayfield is better than Jameis Winston. So I think it'll be a
Mm,
close game. I got Panthers winning this game.
okay. All right. Well, I don't want to sound like a homer, but I got the Saints winning this game. I think
Okay.
this is one of the games I had them winning. I had them winning early
You think it'll be
because
close?
I think it'll be close.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, the Saints defense is really, really good. Okay. So the defense can hold.
Panthers last couple weeks games have been really close. So I think
Yeah.
and the Panthers defense is good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah. So yeah, I got the Saints winning this game. I got them. I mean, not really close.
okay.
I think the Saints, they dropped 20 to 23 points on them.
So like
And the Panthers
23-20.
score like 23. No, 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 no. I'm not thinking that close. I'm thinking 23-13 or something.
Woo.
I think a 10-point win. I think
Okay.
the chemistry is just not there yet in Carolina. And I think the
Okay.
Saints win this, but I think the
Okay.
Panthers win the next one. So I
Okay.
think we split with them.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All right.
Texans Bears.
Yep.
I have the
So
Texans winning this.
me too. Me too. I like the Texans. I
Mhm.
mean, I think the biggest surprise of the league is this David Mills guy.
Davis Mills. But they were
Boy,
raving about him last year.
yeah, no, he played well last year.
Yeah, they were raving about him last year. I think this will be a kind of a 17-6 game.
Mm,
The Bears to me is just uh, I think they're gonna probably make a switch at quarterback soon.
mm.
Probably
Wow.
they may draft the quarterback next year. I don't know. It's just something about me that I like Justin Fields. I don't like Justin Fields the way he's playing. He just looks nervous back there. I don't know what's going on back there. I mean, he just seems afraid. I know he doesn't have any weapons. He's got one weapon, but he's not even trying to throw the ball downfield.
Mm.
Seven completions total. That's not going to get it done.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
It,
and I
yeah, they're
and I
not
like
getting a lot out of him.
and I like the Texans defense too.
Yeah, I like them too. I
Um,
agree with you. I think it's going to be a close game.
yeah, like
I think it's going to be closer than 17-6. I'm thinking more like 17-16.
Really? Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So we got the Chiefs and Colts next. Chiefs handedly. I say like probably 24-7. Handedly. 24-7, somewhere around there. Same with
Hmm.
you?
Yeah. No, I definitely got the Chiefs, but I think it's going to be in the 30s. I'm thinking 34-10.
No.
It's going to be kind of a
Blowout.
it's going to be kind of a blowout. You're going to get some garbage yards at the end for the Colts. But
So if it's 34-10, right? Do you see them
Mhm.
making a move, firing their coach?
Week 3 against the Chiefs? No, not yet. I think, but like I told you, I think they're going to figure it out at some point. It's just they got a really tough opponent here. I just can't see them pulling it out against the Chiefs.
Okay. Okay. All right. Next, we got the Bills Dolphins. I actually got the Dolphins winning this. I think it's going to be 24-20. I got Dolphins winning this. Yeah, I got Dolphins winning. I think the Dolphins. This is the game right here determines that division, and this
Mm.
determines how good Miami is. And I think Miami is legit, and their defense is legit. So I got Miami winning this 24-20. It's going to be a very very high scoring close game.
Wow. Well, I got a 24-20, but I got the Bills winning 24-20.
Okay.
I
Okay.
yeah, I don't see the Dolphins winning this game. But I think the Dolphins are going to be competitive. Still early in the season. They might get them the second time they play each other, but I think the Bills win this one.
Okay. All right. All right.
Okay.
So we got the Lions and Vikings. You know what? Um, I'm gonna say this.
Take your time.
And this is hard to say. This is very hard to say. I think the Lions are gonna beat us this week.
Wow.
I think the Lions are gonna beat us this week.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the Lions are gonna beat us. I think it's gonna be like we always have problems with the Lions. I think it's gonna be like 20-16 or something. Like it's gonna be very close. Or
Wow.
20-17. I think the Lions are gonna beat us. And I'm
Okay.
a Vikings fan, so my Vikings fans, I'm sorry guys. I know Kirk Cousins struggles against the Lions. He struggles against the Lions. So and the Lions are playing tough. Um and and we're in Minnesota. So
Yeah.
I think we might, we'll see. I may eat my words on this one because Kirk Cousins might surprise me. But after what I saw last week against Washington, I think the Lions are gonna beat us, and that's gonna be. I think that's my bold upset of the week right there. Lions beating us.
Mm. Okay, yeah, I can't go along with that. I'm sorry.
Oh, I know, I
I,
know, I know, I know.
here's why. Here's why. And I like the Lions. I think the Lions are a good team, but I look at good teams and how they played the week before,
Mm-hmm.
and whether they were humiliated and they had a home game the next week, right? Vikings were
Mm-hmm.
humiliated in Philadelphia.
Yep.
Now they're home, right? They're going to come in locked in, focused. They got the crowd behind them.
Okay.
Vikings win this game.
Okay. Okay.
Vikings win it. A close one, probably win it by a field goal, 27-24 Vikings.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. So we got Ravens and Patriots. I got
Okay.
the Ravens on this.
Okay. Yeah.
Ravens, I think will win maybe 24-14.
Okay.
This will probably be Lamar. Well, actually, Bill Belichick is a good coach, so maybe I'll make that a little closer. 24-20.
Yeah. I got this 31-28 Ravens.
Ooh, really? You got Mac Jones and then putting up 28 points? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the Ravens defense is shown to give up. Chunk yard. I mean, You know, the Ravens defense is they're still trying to figure it out. You know, I think
Okay,
they eventually will.
I
I think they
agree.
eventually will. But I think that they're trying to gel. You know, a lot of new faces on the defense. You know, it takes time to communicate. You know, what you're expecting from your safety on the back end as far as protection and things of that nature. And I think the Ravens are still trying to work that out. And eventually they will figure it out. But in the meantime, Lamar's going to have to carry the team. Pay the
Okay,
man.
okay, all right. So next we got Bengals and Jets.
Yep.
Uh, I I got the Bengals winning this barely. I was getting ready to pick the Jets. Actually, you know what? Yeah,
Don't you do it.
I'm
Don't you do it. Don't you
I,
do it.
I'm gonna pick the Bengals. Okay, I'm gonna pick the
Oh,
Bengals.
okay. All
I
right.
got the Bengals winning 20 to like 14. But I'm gonna get a snippet of this and say that I almost picked the Jets when if the Jets win this game. Like, don't you do it? So I'm gonna blame this on you. Uh,
Don't you do it. Okay. Bengals win this.
okay.
You know, they had a close one in Dallas. You know, now they gotta travel to New York. You know, I'm almost willing to lean New York Jets, but yeah, I just don't see Flacco putting it together. Oh, you know, a second week in a row pulling it
Never
out.
know. You
So
never know.
he might. I mean, I like, you know, I don't like the Bengals going from Dallas to New York. I don't like that. That travel, that's hard. That's hard traveling. You know, whether or not, you know, of course they're going back to Cincinnati, but then they're gonna fly to New York to
Yeah.
play. So I think that's just too hard. That's hard on the team, but they're gonna win. They're gonna win by 4. It's gonna be a tough game, but the Bengals
Yeah.
are gonna pull it out. Joe
Okay.
Burrow's gonna, you know, show that magic.
We got
All right,
we got Raiders and Titans. This is tough.
it is. It is.
I'm gonna choose the Raiders here.
Okay.
And I think the Titans lose. I think that rookie quarterback starts next week.
All right.
So I got the Raiders winning this game 17-10.
17-10.
Yeah, I think it'll
Okay.
be. I think these are two tough teams, so I think it'll be. You know, what do you
Okay.
got?
So I have Tennessee winning this game.
Ooh, okay.
I think they put the rookie out there. I think he plays
So you think
well.
he starts?
I think he starts. I I,
Really? Oh,
I hadn't read anything that said this still early in the week. Um, but I think they hand the keys over to the kid.
I
They
think
let
they
him.
get
They let
Tannehill
him.
one more week.
You think he get Tannehill?
One more
Look.
week. At
I
least to give
think.
the kid time to study the playbook a little bit more, and you know.
But I think, yeah, like I said, the athletic quarterback, right, doesn't mean he can't throw. He can throw,
Yeah, but I don't like the
and I think,
Titans. I don't like the Titans wide
but
receiver core and Henry
but
has not looked good.
that's
Henry
not
hasn't looked good.
important. That's
Henry
not
hasn't looked
important.
good. Yeah.
That's not important when you can run the read option.
Yeah, but Henry hasn't looked good.
That's okay. He will look good now that he has a complement, and the complement is the quarterback.
Okay.
So, you know, like Jalen Hurts,
Okay.
all of
Okay.
a sudden, all of a sudden, Philadelphia has the number one rushing attack.
They had it last year.
I know that's what I mean. Starting last
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
they implemented Jalen Hurts read option that opens up the field for the running back because they got a quarterback that can burn you too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got to watch him. It's like when Tom Brady hands it off. That defensive end can crash down. He can crash all the way down because he knows there won't be a naked boot with Tom Brady running it. He's not
Mm,
worried about that, right?
mm,
When you playing Jalen Hurts, when you playing Malik Willis, that defensive end, he's got to stay home.
yeah.
He's got to stay home. He can't crash down. So that now Derrick Henry is going to have some running lanes.
Okay. Okay.
So I got the Titans winning this.
You got the Titans winning. Okay. Eagles and Commanders.
All right, I think this is easy.
Eagles.
Yeah.
But I do think now Now Carson Wentz going playing his old team, he may come out and play well. But I will have this game probably about 28-24.
Mm. Okay.
Just from that sentiment. But I do think Carson Wentz is susceptible to about 2 to 3 interceptions this game.
Mm.
And Washington cannot stop the run. So it may be I may have to bump it up 35-24.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be like 28-20.
You thinking what?
I'm thinking it's 28-20 Eagles.
28-20?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we got the Jaguars and Chargers next.
Okay.
I'm picking the Jaguars.
Ooh, that's pretty bold.
I'm picking the Jaguars. I told you Jaguars got to win 10 games, so I got to start somewhere. I got Jaguars winning this. Surprisingly.
Mm.
Who you got? Chargers?
Yeah, I got the Chargers. Yeah, I like the Jaguars. I like what they've been doing.
Okay.
But I really like the Chargers. I think the Chargers are one of the better teams in the NFL.
Okay.
And I think they're going to beat the Jaguars. The Jaguars are going to play. I like the Jaguars. They're competitive. They look good. But I just don't think they're ready yet. I think Chargers win this. I think this is the Chargers. This is the Chargers' time.
Okay. All right.
All right.
We got the Rams, Cardinals.
Yep.
Rams. I'm picking the Rams on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, Rams. Who you got?
I got the Cardinals.
Ooh. Okay.
I got the Cardinals. I think they finally figure out this is kind of a bold prediction.
Cardinals don't play well against the Rams.
They don't. They don't. But I think they finally figure it out. Like I said, I think the Rams are going through a Super Bowl hangover. They've been partying all summer. They got The Rock out there introducing them. The coach, he barely had a voice. They got to get over the hangover. I think they lose this one. But still a good team. Still win.
What score do you have?
What score do I have?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got like 28, 27. It's close field goal game.
Okay.
More like 27-24. Like it's tied 24 all. Kyler Murray does one of his, Houdini acts. Again, second week in a row, gets him in field goal range, game-winning field goal.
Okay. All right. Next game, you got Falcons, Seahawks. I got the Falcons winning this.
Okay.
You choosing the Seahawks?
No, I don't. I mean, as much as I don't like the Falcons, I'm not crazy. I think they finally pull this off.
Okay.
They're 0-2. They desperately need a win. They're not as bad as everybody thinks they are. I think they win this game. I don't really like the Seahawks. I like Geno. I think, I'm glad Geno's getting another opportunity, but I don't think the Seahawks win this one. And they lost some key players on defense, and I think that's going to hurt them. And the Falcons are going to pull this out in Seattle, which is not easy.
It's not easy. No,
it's not easy to do. And I think the Falcons, they're due. They've come close in 2 games.
They had a lot of close games last year.
Yeah. Saints came back on them. They had a 16-point lead, and we came back on them in the fourth quarter. They had a really finally figure it out. If they lose this one, they're done for the season. If they lose this one.
Really? Okay. So we got a big game coming up. Packers.
They got a big game. This is like a must win for the Falcons, in my opinion. They got to win this game. Must win.
Okay. Big game this week. Buccaneers and Packers.
Woo! Big game.
I got the Packers winning this. Packers. I got Packers winning this. Yeah. I think Tom Brady offense is going to struggle without Mike Evans. I got the Packers winning this handedly too. I'm thinking
I got the Packers winning too, but not handily.
23 to like 14 or 17, somewhere around there.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
somewhere around
Okay.
there.
I got them winning. I got them winning 24-20.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and here's why. Here's why. Bucks are beat up. The
Oh
Bucks are
yeah. Oh
really beat
yeah.
up. They're down to like the last two receivers. So Mike Evans is suspended for this game.
Yeah.
Julio Jones, surprise, surprise, is injured.
Oh,
Right?
he is. Okay.
He missed last week.
Okay.
I think Julio Jones is probably could have been the greatest receiver in this league if it wasn't due to injuries. This guy is 6'5", runs like the wind, super athletic, but he's always injured.
I think it was a mistake leaving Atlanta.
I just wasn't working out. He was always hurt there too. So I think they had to move on. So,
Mm.
but yeah, Tampa's hurting. The offensive line is hurting. Um, defensively they're good, but offensively they're hurting, and I think it's going to cost them this game. And the Packers run the ball really, really good, and that's going to be enough to keep that Bucks defense at bay.
Okay.
All right,
49ers
let's go to the next
Broncos.
game. Yep, 49ers Broncos.
Oh boy. This is tough. Tough game.
This is tough, really.
Yeah.
How much
I
time
think
do you want to spend on this one?
I think
Really?
Broncos are gonna win. Broncos. I think it'll be very close, like 20-17, 20-18, somewhere around there. Broncos are
Okay.
gonna win this.
Okay.
What about what you got?
49ers winning this, man.
Ooh.
I don't see the problem. Broncos, really?
Yeah.
I mean, I got the 49ers going like 27-16. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Russell
Yeah,
Wilson plays tough against the NFC West.
I get it. But I mean,
Okay.
and I like, it's in Denver, but I really like the 49ers. I like Jimmy G. I like Shanahan, Kyle
Okay.
Shanahan. I'm so glad he got a head coaching job in San Francisco. Not because, I wanted him to get a head coaching job. I wanted him to get out of the NFC South when he was offensive coordinator for the
For the
Falcons.
Falcons.
He was killing us. So glad he got the job in San Francisco. It's like, good for you, buddy. Yeah, get out of here.
All
So
right.
yeah.
And
Okay.
then Monday night game, we got the Cowboys and Giants.
Yep.
Okay.
What a sucky Monday night game.
I got the Giants winning this.
Okay.
I got the Giants winning this 17 to like 13.
17-13.
Yeah.
Okay. This is tough. This is tough. I mean, like I said, I feel that knowing what I know now and seeing how well the Giants have played, this is tough. And knowing that the Cowboys are going in with a backup quarterback,
Yep.
Going into the season, I like the Cowboys. But I like the way this guy played, Rush.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll
I
see.
mean,
We'll see. I'm gonna stick to my guns. I think the Cowboys are gonna pull this out. I like the way they played against the Bengals, although it was at home, and now they're going away to New York. And you can say the Cowboys. I mean, the Giants are really the Cowboys' biggest rival. I know people in this
yeah.
area,
Yeah.
the Washington metropolitan area, believe that it's the Commanders. Not really. It's really the
Not I don't
Giants.
think it's anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah, yeah. It's really the
I
Giants and
think
even the Eagles. Those teams hate each other.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I got the Cowboys winning it.
I got the
And
Giants winning it.
okay,
I'm gonna be texting you, letting you know all these predictions.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
hey, I told you so.
yeah. Hey, and you know what? Do it because I'm gonna text you too, and I hope our listeners out there
Yep.
will comment and let us know their thoughts on it. Let us know your predictions.
Yep.
Wherever you are, whatever your team is, whatever you know about that team, right? I know the Saints. I know the Bucks just as well too because my wife's a Bucks fan, so I know those teams.
Mm-hmm.
But If you're a Dolphins fan in Miami, you know more about the Dolphins, let us know. Put that in the comments. So we're going to wrap up today's show. Stay tuned for more episodes. We're going to try to put them out weekly on Wednesdays or Thursday before the Thursday night game. So you can check in with us, listen to us in your car, while you ride your bike, while you take a walk, while you're resting. Check us out. But once again, make sure you subscribe so you get that notification when we have a new episode out. And make sure you like it and add your comments.